Hi, this is Amy at Amy Common Sense Southern. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to show you another way to make boneless, skinless chicken breast a little bit more interesting. This is not exactly a dupe for fried chicken. It's a almond meal, flax, smoky, crusted chicken. And the smokiness comes from smoked paprika. Now, if you don't want to use smoked paprika in yours, you don't have to, it just won't be smoky. One thing that you can add to make it a little bit more special, which I'll demonstrate in the video, is you can stuff this chicken. So if you are looking for a good stuffed chicken recipe, this is a nice addition. So if you are interested in seeing my smoky almond crusted chicken breast, stay with me. Calculating the points on a recipe where you're making a coating and not using all of the coating can be a little bit tricky. So when I put this into the recipe builder, it came out as 2 points per piece of chicken, supposing I'm making 4 pieces of chicken. But I think even if I made 4 pieces of chicken, I would still have some left over. So what I've done is I've measured out my ingredients and weighed it. After I bread my 2 pieces of chicken, I'm gonna weigh what remains, and that will give me a better idea of the points allowance. But without going through all that, I am just gonna consider this as 2 points per piece of chicken. So let me go ahead and show you what I've got going on and how you make this chicken. To start my recipe, I've measured out 1/4 cup of almond meal, 1/4 cup of flax meal. Now that's about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of Spanish smoked paprika. That's the same paprika I used in my paella. And I have a little bit of garlic powder. The garlic powder and the smoked paprika are of course going to be to taste. And how smoky this chicken turns out to be is going to have to do with how much of that smoked paprika you use. And if you choose not to use smoked paprika, it won't have a smoky taste, but it will still be really good. So I'm just gonna mix up these ingredients. And you can see how when you mix the flax together with the almond meal and the smoked paprika, it's going to take on a little bit darker color. Make sure that if there are any little chunks of the paprika, that you get those broken up really well. I'm going to spread this onto a plate so that I can bread my chicken a little bit easier. So here's the little assembly line I've got going on right now. I've got my 2 chicken breasts, boneless, skinless, that I have seasoned lightly with salt and pepper. You know, if you wanted to make this a little more special, one thing that you could do is to take a thin bladed knife and just cut a little pocket into that fat part of the chicken and stuff it with maybe a teaspoon or so of pesto or some kind of herb stuffing. If you had room for it in your points allowance, a little spinach artichoke dip would be great. I've got 1 beaten egg, and then here's that mixture. And I have sprayed a pan with this 365 olive oil spray, and it is over here heating up. So let me show you how this works. So I'm going to take 1 chicken breast, dip that in my egg, let any excess egg drip off, and then put that in our almond crust mixture. And then move that over to our waiting pan. And then that goes into the pan. And I will set a timer on this for 5 minutes and then flip it when the 5 minutes is up. Now this is why I said that we didn't use all of this, and so that's why I'm not comfortable just splitting the points on this among the pieces of chicken. I could have easily done 2 more pieces of chicken without running out of this coating. So that's why I am counting this down to 2 points for the chicken. This is what it looks like in the pan, and I will flip that when my 5 minutes are up and show you what it looks like. It's time to go ahead and flip this chicken, and I will let it go for another 5 minutes. Notice that this is not a non-stick pan, and that chicken just flipped right over for me. In 5 minutes, more of this chicken cooking on medium heat. I'm going to go ahead and pop it into the oven that is already preheated to 400 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness of your chicken. I'm going to put this in for 12 and check it, but If you don't have a pan that can go straight from stove to oven, you could easily just put this onto a foil-lined pan. Here's the finished chicken. You can see how beautiful and golden that looks, and I'll cut into it so you can see what that looks like on the inside. That is so delicious. It is not dried out at all, and it's just really just another alternative to give you to boneless, skinless chicken breasts and how to make it a little bit more interesting. If you try this with chicken thighs, let me know in the comments whether or not that turned out to be a good thing to do. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing, and I'll see you next time at Amy Common Sense Southern. Bye-bye.